I'm sure you guys have seen the whole AI thing taking over social media, and it's just becoming super viral. They launched this chat, it's called ChatGPT, basically chat with an AI if you guys haven't heard of it. You can ask it literally anything. Like, people have asked it to make their essays better, like answers to basically any question you may have. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to ask the AI for some fragrance recommendations for myself? So I went on the chat GPT and I basically told it what my current signature scents are, whatever I could think of off the top of my head that I wear the most. I told it that I am a fragrance enthusiast. I have over 500 fragrances. Basically gave it some background information about myself, my gender, my lifestyle, my age. And based on that, asked for fragrance recommendations, and it came back with some eyebrow raising responses. So I wanted to share that fun experience with you guys here today. And yeah, I have thoughts. So let's jump right in. In my initial message to the AI, I said, I'm looking for some recommendations based on my fragrance taste. I have over 500 fragrances already. I'm a fragrance enthusiast. I'll give you an idea of what I want based on my current favorites. So I said off the top of my head, my current favorites and most worn fragrances are Byredo Bal d'Afrique, Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Jo Malone, Ex Nihilo's Fleur Narcotique, Musk Noir Rose from Narciso, Mon Guerlain and Mon Guerlain Bloom of Rose, and all Chanel's, but mainly Coco Noir and Chance EDP. Based on those fragrances, these are the recommendations that the AI came back to me with. Number 1, Tom Ford Black Orchid. I was like, really? You'd recommend me Tom Ford Black Orchid based on what I just gave you? Okay. It tells me that it's a bold, sensual fragrance with notes of black truffle, black orchid, and black plum. This is a fragrance that for me is very, very strong. I've tried to like it, but it is a no-go. It is a headache in a bottle, and it is a fragrance that I notoriously dislike. So I was like, strike 1. Number 2, Le Labo Santal 33. As you guys know, one of the most popular sandalwood fragrances. It's a little bit polarizing. Some people love it, and some people, like myself, find that it has a dill note. So that one, also no. Although I am starting to warm up to more sandalwood fragrances, Santal 33 is a no. But then Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540, it recommends me. I'm like, okay, well, I see you're going with very popular fragrances. I'm on to you, AI. I do like Baccarat Rouge 540, but it is very popular. Then it goes on, Jo Malone Velvet Rose and Oud. I do like that one. We're on to something. Dior J'adore. Sure, but I don't know anyone who doesn't know Dior J'adore. And then Atelier Cologne Vanille Insensee, which coincidentally I just picked up, and actually, turns out, love it. It is like a lemony, kind of smoky, vanillic, woody scent. So he got me with that one. That one was a good recommendation and would have been perfect had I not picked it up just now. Then on number 7, it recommends me Amouage Interlude Woman, which it describes as a complex and intense fragrance with notes of bergamot, frankincense, and oud. I kind of have an idea. I haven't tried that one. So let me know if you guys who do know me think I would enjoy it. And then finally, it recommends me by Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, which again is like one of the best-selling fragrances, super popular. And yes, I did recently get this fragrance. I do like the scent. It's a very occasional scent for me. I'm generally not a lover of sweet orange blossom. So let's move on to stage 2, Mr. AI, because I see what you're doing. You're recommending me some of the best sellers, and I'm onto your game. So I explained that I don't like anything that's too sweet. I don't like a heavy orange blossom or neroli note. I don't like very strong vanilla fragrances. I don't like sweet rose vanilla combos like Roses Vanille from Mancera or anything to that effect. But I do like fragrances that have lavender or anything fresh and unique, woody and earthy scents I'm intrigued by as well. And then I go on to tell it that I am 33 years old, I'm female, and I'm a mom, so I don't go out to extravagant events. I need something that I can wear on a daily basis. So I gave it a little more info. I said, Mr. AI, give me some more. Now we're moving on to the better stuff. It comes back with Le Labo Teint Noir, and I'm like, there we go. I actually recently tested out Teint Noir 29 from Le Labo on my skin. I am in love with this fragrance. It is one that I want to wear all the time. Unfortunately, my man really doesn't like it. He thinks it's super strong. So actually, I got the lotion, and I use the lotion all the time, and that is like the perfect strength. It still leaves a trail, so I'm going with the lotion, and it's more budget friendly as well. So yeah, great recommendation. 2, Serge Lutens Chergui. Love that tobacco scent. It has notes of honey, hay, it's a little bit powdery. I haven't got it in my collection yet, but good. That's a good recommendation. We're on to something. Then it goes L'Artisan Parfumeur Passage d'Enfer, which is like a smoky lily scent. I once tried it. I should revisit it. Now I'm like, okay, you're getting me in. Now I'm intrigued. You have better recommendations, but still all from very popular brands. Next, Maison Margiela Jazz Club. Of course, we all know and love it. I love it. I've talked about it loads. Diptyque Philosophos. It's a figgy, milky scent. I like it, but I actually ended up decluttering my bottle years ago. Frederic Malle Carnal Flower. I wouldn't call this like a daily wear, so I don't know why it's giving me Carnal Flower as a daily wear. It's a very strong tuberose, very intense, almost like tropical, humid floral. Beautiful scent, but not for every day. Atelier Cologne Bois Blonde. I'm seeing a lot of Atelier Cologne come up, which is interesting because as far as I know, it's been taken out of the North American market, at least temporarily as far as I know. But Bois Blonde is nice. I liked it. It wasn't a love for me. It was like a citrusy, refreshing, woody scent. A like, not a love. Amouage Memoir Woman. This one is intense. Like, this is a smoky, Insensee, old school, powerful fragrance that I once tested out, and I liked it, but I was like, this just like, I feel like I'm wearing someone else's fur coat, so that was a no-go. So most of these recommendations were actually successful. So I come back, stage 3. I say, great, I love Tenoir. Can you recommend me more from Le Labo? I'm on a hunt for Le Labo fragrances. It recommended me Rose 31, which I also tested out and love. Le Labo Santal Carmen. Guess what? Not a Le Labo fragrance. So I had to correct Mr. AI on that one. Bergamot 22, which is also very, very nice, but a safe citrusy scent. So I did let it know, you know, I'm like, by the way, just next time somebody asks you, Santal Carmen, not a Le Labo fragrance. And I asked for Freshie recommendations. Comes back with Clean Reserve Rain, which I'm like, hey, I should check out Rain. I honestly don't trust my smelling things at Sephora. It doesn't give an accurate representation. And last time that I tried Rain, it didn't catch my interest. But I should revisit it because I do like Clean Reserve. And I think Rain probably is a very good recommendation. So thank you for that. Next, MFK's Aqua Universalis. Have it, love it. Atelier Cologne Clementine, California. Have it, love it. This is a juicy, true clementine scent, perfect for the summer. Actually super unisex, my man stole this from me. And lo and behold, what do you know? Mediterranean Honeysuckle from Erin, which is one of my absolute favorite Freshies that I talk about all the time. Peony and Blush Suede from Jo Malone, which I use the oil for longevity reasons, but I do love that scent. So overall, very successful recommendations for Freshies for me. So I say, okay, that's great, but do you know any smaller niche brands I go on to list? Nuit Nomade, you know, Parfums de Rosine, Insensee, Byron, Miller Harris, like, they're known, but they're not, like, super well known. And he goes, yeah, I do know them. Here are some smaller niche brands. Serge Maison Margiela, Eccentric Molecules, Frederic Malle, Imaginary Authors. Okay, I'll give you that one. Imaginary Authors is smaller. And Diptyque. So here's my final takeaway. Yes, the AI did a great job in determining what would be a well-suited fragrance based on my tastes, but it has a very limited database. And I noticed that it pushes fragrances that are already very popular, like Baccarat Rouge 540 as a recommendation is like okay, like I did tell you I have 500 fragrances, like obviously I'm not a new nose, like give me a little bit more in depth, but I don't think that it actually has the capacity at this stage to give you more in-depth, more niche, smaller recommendations. It's very surface level. A couple errors popped up here and there, like that Santal Carmen from Le Labo, clearly not a Le Labo, but that's fine. I can't expect it to be perfect. They were good picks. It did a good job. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 for good recommendations. However, it is very, very limited. In terms of niche fragrances, it looks like it dabbles in not more than 10 brands. Didn't get any designer recommendations, which I thought was very interesting because there are a lot of great designer fragrances that could have been recommended based on the profile that I gave it. So yeah, you guys still need fragrance reviewers. The AI can't give you ultimate fragrance finds. That is the final verdict. But it's still a super fun game to play, and I encourage you guys to go check it out and see what kind of recommendations it gives you. Like, most of the ones that it gave me are ones that I already own and love, so I thought that was pretty accurate and kind of cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun video. I'll see you next time. Bye.